One of the world's most famous wrestlers, Hulk Hogan, has died, the WWE confirmed. He was 71. After making his televised wrestling debut in 1979, Hogan, born Terrence Gene Bollea, went on to reach WWE superstardom and is credited with helping make the company the global sensation it is today. WWE is saddened to learn WWE Hall of Famer Hulk Hogan has passed away, they said in a statement to People on July 24th. After the news of his death was first reported by TMZ. One of pop culture's most recognizable figures, Hogan helped WWE achieve global recognition in the 1980s. WWE extends its condolences to Hogan's family, friends, and fans. TMZ said medics were sent to Hogan's home in Florida after he reportedly suffered a cardiac arrest and was taken out on a stretcher. And while his career in wrestling has been deemed as one of the greatest, his life outside of the ring was not without its challenges and scandals. Read on to learn more about Hogan's life and career following his death. Born Terrence Gene Bollea, Hulk Hogan was born on August 11, 1953, in Augusta, Georgia. After being teased as a child, he found his people in high school with a group of peers who shared a passion for wrestling. Though he went to community college and studied business while working as a bank teller, Hogan ultimately followed his passion for wrestling and joined a wrestling gym where he began fighting under the names Terry Boulder, Sterling Golden, and the Super Destroyer. In the late 1970s, he was given a contract to join World Wrestling Entertainment WWE, and it was around that time that he became known as Terry the Hulk Boulder. The name Hulk Hogan came along when Vince McMahon Sr., the founding father of the WWE, came up with a storyline for the young wrestler to act out in the ring, and it involved him taking on the persona of a tough Irishman. Hulk Hogan, seen here in the 1980s, made his professional wrestling debut in November 1979. During his heyday, he made many appearances in pop culture, including 1982's Rocky III with his friend Sylvester Stallone. He threw the most amazing punches, Stallone said of his friend's first on-screen role. Because he was bare-fisted, I could actually feel his punch touching my skin, yet he knew just when to pull back. Some of his famous opponents in the ring included Andre the Giant, seen here with Hogan during WrestleMania 3rd in 1987, and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Throughout his wrestling career, Hogan was a 12-time world champion and is credited with helping WWE achieve global recognition in the 1980s. The company said in its statement following his death, Hogan married his first wife, Linda, in 1983. The couple welcomed their first child together, Brooke, in 1988, and later came their son, Nick, in 1990. The family of four starred together on VH1's reality series Hogan Knows Best from 2005 to 2007. Just after the show wrapped, Linda filed for divorce, citing the Hulk's infidelities, including his affair with their then-teenage daughter's close friend. More than 3 decades after receiving his first WWE contract, the company cut ties with him in 2015, removed him from their Hall of Fame, and erased him from their website after an audio recording of the wrestler was released, in which he was heard using racist slurs. He later apologized for the incident. 8 years ago, I used offensive language during a conversation. It was unacceptable for me to have used that offensive language. There is no excuse for it, and I apologize for having done it, Hogan said in a statement to People at the time. The incident was not the first time Hulk had found himself in the middle of a scandal, as he'd previously been in legal trouble after a 1985 incident on Richard Belzer's talk show, where the wrestler put the actor in a chokehold, causing him to pass out and hit his head on the floor. Belzer sued and the two settled out of court. Later, Hogan was involved in a sex tape scandal after Gawker Media published a short clip of a tape featuring him and Heather Clem, a friend's former wife. Hogan sued Gawker and ultimately reached a multi-million-dollar settlement with the company, which led to Gawker's bankruptcy. In 2018, the WWE reinstated him in its Hall of Fame after several public apologies and volunteer work. Earlier this year, Linda opened up about her ex-husband, calling him a good father in an interview with TMZ, not long after calling Hulk out on Instagram. I have to be honest about what I went through in my marriage, and what it entailed and what it has caused over the years, she wrote in the social media post, later calling him a complete liar and sex addict. As far as his relationship with his children, in the interview with TMZ, Linda spoke about her daughter's decision to have no contact with either parent for what the mother of two called bogus, selfish, childish reasons. In March, Brooke took to Instagram to explain why she stopped communicating with her parents. This decision was made based purely on how they have each dealt with me directly my entire life. I have been extremely verbally and mentally abused since childhood, Brooke alleged. Sadly, it would frequently turn physical, and sometimes it's not by the person you would assume. Abuse comes in all shapes and sizes. Following his divorce from Linda, Hogan married Jennifer McDaniel in 2010, though the two separated a year later. In 2023, Hogan married his third wife, Sky Daly, just 2 months after announcing their engagement. Later in life, Hogan seemed to turn toward religion and was baptized alongside his wife Sky in 2023. That year, he also shared that he hadn't had alcohol in 6 months. It got to be a way to numb me a little bit because I had a bunch of crazy business problems and personal stuff going on, he told Men's Health. And I caught myself after I would train, getting too aggressive with alcohol, he added, so I just had to stop it. More recently, Hogan had re-emerged into the spotlight, receiving major backlash for his support for controversial U.S. President Donald Trump during his campaign. In 2024, Hogan appeared alongside Trump at the Republican National Convention in Milwaukee, telling the crowd that America's going to start winning again after the 79-year-old was re-elected president that November. In January this year, the wrestler appeared on WWE Raw for the show's Netflix debut. While the cameo was intended to also promote his newly launched American beer, a brand touted by Trump, Hogan was met with loud boos as he entered the venue. 5 days before Hulk Hogan's sudden death at age 71, his ex-wife Linda Hogan reminisced about their past. "The good old days!" Linda, 65, wrote on Instagram alongside an image from their 26-year marriage. In the photo, Linda wore a glamorous black dress as she posed next to her WWE wrestler husband who was dressed for the ring. Earlier this year, the mother of two shared that the family they built together, including daughter Brooke and son Nick, was fractured and that she was estranged from Brooke, 37. "It's been 15 however long years since I left Hulk Hogan, and my family is the worst mess," Linda, who was married to Hulk from 1983 to 2009, said in a video posted to her Instagram stories on March 26th. She continued, "Brooke doesn't talk to us. She had twins, she got married, and she didn't tell us," Linda said, referring to Brooke and Stephen Alexi's private wedding in 2022 and the birth of their twins, Oliver Andrew and Molly Jean, in January 2025. Linda alleged that Brooke stopped talking to her when she got into a fight with her father about 8 years ago. "I don't know how that reflected onto me, but she cut me out too," she said. The family rose to fame together on their VH1 reality show, Hogan Knows Best, a series that aired for 4 seasons from 2005 to 2007. In the video, Linda said that she was on good terms with Nick, but that she was still sad about how her marriage to Hulk ended. "I have to be honest about what I went through in my marriage," she said, "and what it entailed and what it has caused over the years. He's a complete liar. He's a sex addict, yet he marches on like, oh, I'm promoting my own beer, a real American beer. Yeah, look at me," she said of Hulk's beer company. Linda added, "I've given him more opportunities to come back and make up the family. It's been 20 years and I'm still this sad. Somebody please explain that." In an interview with TMZ days after she posted the video to her stories, Linda said Hulk was a stupid husband sometimes, but was always a good father. "He spent probably over $3 million on Brooke's career with no questions asked," she said. After his divorce from Linda, Hulk married his second wife, Jennifer McDaniel, in 2010. They later divorced in 2021, after which he tied the knot with wife Sky Daly in September 2023.